Our canine friends have proved to be excellent pets and life companions, but as history has shown, they have been indispensable for a lot of other tasks. This includes police work and as soldiers. Yes, no matter how lazy or docile some dog breeds can be, some can be trained to be brave soldiers that fight for freedom and keep the peace. Number 1, for instance, saw action in one of the worst wars in history, even managing to save a number of lives, despite being small enough to fit in a handbag. Stay tuned to learn more about her and others as we bring you 10 of the ultimate military and police dog breeds. With all that said and done, let's begin, shall we? Number 10. The Beagle. Let's start things off with one dog breed that you'd think would be the least likely to be an officer of the law. Beagles are often underestimated because of their short stature and friendly disposition, but they are versatile dogs and are used in arbors, airports, and border zones to sniff out narcotics and illegal substances because of their powerful sense of smell. Beagles have one of the best noses among all the dog breeds. Because of their hunting past, they are fast and swift and can track scents while staying less detected. They have scent membranes which can catch a whiff of a scent with way more accuracy than humans. Their long droopy noses also help them to trap smells and keep the odors close to their noses. Beagles are pack dogs and are very obedient to their pack leader. Because of this, they are great performers in tracking, obedience, and agility events. With the training that police canine units provide, Beagle's obedience can come in handy when it comes to sniffing for clues and contraband. Number 9. The Pitbull. Pitbulls are known for their strength and ferocity, which should make them perfect military dogs, am I right? Well, not quite. Although it is true that they are highly trainable and have proven to be very ferocious when trained to attack, when trained this way they are highly unmanageable. So it's very rare that canine units employ pit bulls in their ranks. But that doesn't mean that they haven't been put to military service. Meet Stubby. Probably the most famous war dog, this American pit bull terrier was the only dog to be given the rank of sergeant. Stubby was found as a stray on the Yale campus in 1917 and smuggled to France during World War I by his adoptive owner, Corporal John Robert Conroy. This dog's heroic acts include participating in 17 battles, 4 offenses, and improving troop morale. He also used his keen senses to warn his unit of poison gas attacks, incoming artillery fire, and to locate down soldiers on the battlefield. He even used his keen sense of smell to sniff out an apprehended German spy lurking in the trenches. He died of natural causes in the arms of his owner in 1926, but is still remembered today, particularly with the Stubby Award for Canine Heroism. Number 8. The Giant Schnauzer. With their energy and intelligence, there's no end to the jobs giant schnauzers can perform. Originally bred to be all-around workers, they were primarily used to drive cattle from the farm to market, for carting and to protect the farm and family, of course. Because of their intelligence and need to work, the giant schnauzer is successful in many areas, including as police dogs, military dogs, search and rescue dogs, and even as guide dogs. To them, the most important job is to protect the home and family. Giants are deeply loyal to their families and instinctively territorial. This isn't one of those happy-go-lucky breeds that greets every visitor with a tail wag. Because they learn easily, though, you can train giant schnauzers to differentiate between welcome visitors and everyone else. And that means they can be trained to easily distinguish ally soldiers from enemy soldiers. They were so effective as military dogs, they were the prime candidate for Soviet Union when they were trying to develop the perfect military dog in the 1940s. Number 7. The Boxer. Boxers were developed as a classic jack-of-all-trades working dog in Europe. Bred in 19th century Germany as a cross between an English bulldog and the now extinct bull and bison, the Boxer was used for bull baiting, cart pulling, livestock herding, hunting huge animals such as boar and bison, and, unfortunately, dog fighting. It was one of the first dogs used for military and police service. In World War I, the Boxer was valued as a messenger dog, pack carrier, attack dog, and guard dog. During the war, they were trained to be medical dogs, helping doctors and the Red Cross to search for the wounded in the battlefield. They acted as sentries in military camps as well. They were also used as messengers, which is a very dangerous task for a human to do. Dogs proved to be lesser of a target for snipers than humans. They are also quicker and can travel faster on any terrain. Messenger dogs help maintain communication between war camps should any form of communication fall or be unavailable. Number 6. The AIRENDALE Terrier. The AIRENDALE Terrier is a brave breed of dog that was indispensable in the war. As a very intelligent dog, they were highly trainable to do jobs that were very difficult and even impossible for humans. Along with being very brave, AIRENDALES were found to be unstoppable and single-minded. When given a job, they would see it through to its conclusion. AIRENDALES were taught to use gas masks for their protection, which is something not really easy to do. Just ask any dog owner trying to put a bow on their dog's head. They would have baskets strapped to their back or packages around their necks to get supplies to the troops in the trenches on the front line. Often first aid equipment was sent to the front line in this way, saving lives which otherwise would have been lost. The Red Cross delivered their first aid supplies to the troops in this way. The AIRENDALES were such a success in World War I that they were still being trained as war dogs when World War II started. Number 5. The Rottweiler. First, they started out as herding dogs. Now they seem to be used for everything else. Yes, Rottweilers are amazingly versatile dogs, known for their strength, loyalty, and work ethic. In fact, in both world wars, Rottweilers served as messengers to and from the battle lines, their unflinching bravery in full use during this time. Today, however rare, they are still used in official capacity as police dogs. Police work is the absolute hardest work out there, genuinely, intellectually, and inwardly. Both human competitors and dogs' possibility for police work must have certain physical qualities, just as mental attributes to be considered for the position. All of these qualities are inherent in Rotties. They are highly intelligent, making them trainable to do all kinds of things. They possess great strength and stamina, perfect for high energy requirements of police work. And finally, they have the perfect size to look intimidating, allowing for less physicality when apprehending criminals. Rotties have police work in their history as far back as the mid-19th century. Rottweilers are benevolent toward those they know, and wary and alert around outsiders, making them superb at policing. They are utilized in France, Germany, Belgium, and Australia, just as in the United States and around the world as well. Number 4. The Labrador Retriever. Labrador Retrievers are exceptional dogs. Their build, intelligence, and friendliness makes them the most popular dogs in America. They are gentle enough to play with children, but tough enough to work as police dogs. Their strong legs and shoulders make them fast runners. Their coat is almost waterproof, and their tail can be used as a type of rudder when they swim. And boy, do they love swimming. Labs are very obedient when trained, and get along with most people or animals they come across. They not only have energy but stamina as well, allowing them to work for long periods of time. They are also very strong and dependable. In addition, they have an excellent sense of smell and are incredibly agile, which helps them navigate odd spaces. Police use different dog breeds for different reasons, and most often police use Labs for their exceptionally strong nose. The Lab's good nose was bred to find game, but now can be used to sniff out drugs, explosives, weapons, or people. It's common to see Labs in airports or other centers of transportation, keeping an eye out for the safety of everyone. They can work as search and rescue dogs, sometimes looking for survivors buried under rubble after an earthquake or other tragedy. Number 3. The Belgian Malinois. At first sight, they look like German Shepherds, but this Belgian dog breed is actually its smaller cousin. They are one of 4 breeds of Belgian sheepdogs that were all bred for herding and were developed in different parts of the country. Over the last century, the Mals have expanded their resume far beyond herding and have proven themselves to be extremely versatile. They were used by the NYPD as police dogs starting in 1908. The breed was relatively new to the United States at the time, but today the Belgian Malinois is one of the top breeds chosen by police departments around the country and all over the world. They started their military career during World War I when they served as messengers and assistants to the Red Cross. According to some accounts, they also pulled ambulance carts and carts carrying firearms. Today, Mals are incredibly important members of the US military. Most of the dogs that work with the elite Navy SEALs are Mals, including Cairo, the brave canine that helped SEAL Team 6 take down Osama bin Laden back in 2011. SEAL dogs like Cairo are given their own special body armor and even get their own night vision goggles. Now it's time for the day's best pick. And today we're featuring what is probably the breed that immediately comes to mind when someone says police dog. What do you think it is? The number 2. The German Shepherd. The German Shepherd dates back to the 1890s, where it worked as a herding and farm dog. They were prized for their utility and intelligence, and later used heavily in the world wars. But why were they chosen as the prototype military dog? Answer: because they were bred for it. German Shepherds have a long history in canine work. In fact, Shepherds were initially bred in the early 1900s to be a working dog, including for police and military service. Breeder Max von Stephanitz, a German army veteran, began selectively breeding them for key traits, including intelligence, loyalty, and persistence. In the 1910s, Stephanitz approached German police departments to see if they would be interested in using the dogs to work. After that, many began testing the breed for tactics work, protection, and tracking. These initial tests were a huge success, and into the 1920s and 1930s, German Shepherds became widely used in military and police work in Europe around the world. During World War I, German Shepherds were commonly used in the field. Thanks to their intelligence and obedience, GSDs could quickly be trained to perform some battlefield tasks. As such, GSDs became messengers, Red Cross dogs, and ammunition carriers during the war. In fact, Rin Tin Tin was a German Shepherd brought home from the war, who was later trained to appear in silent films. Before we move on, I've got a little challenge for you that'll take 5 seconds to complete. So here's the deal. You just leave a like on this video, smash that subscribe button and hit the notification bell, and you will get 25 years of amazing luck. Try it really works. Number 1. The Yorkshire Terrier. No, I'm not kidding. The Yorkshire Terrier isn't only a toy dog that is small enough to keep in a handbag. Believe it or not, it has seen action in war and has proved to be very useful. A Yorkshire Terrier who saw action in the Pacific during World War II, Smokey was initially found in February of 1944, abandoned in a foxhole in the jungles of New Guinea. The dog was included in a dozen combat missions and survived more than 150 air raids. Like famous World War I veteran Stubby, Smokey used her sharp sense of hearing to warn of incoming artillery shells. One of Smokey's most famous exploits was at a crucial airstrip in the Philippines islands of Luzon. The dog pulled a telegraph wire through a narrow 70-foot pipe, saving construction time and keeping workers and engineers safe from enemy fire. When not in harm's way, Smokey entertained troops with a variety of tricks and self-taught antics. Do you own any of these heroic dog breeds? Let us know in the comment section down below. Want to watch more videos about amazing animals? Click on any of the videos you see on your screen. As always, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Later, everybody.